Peace. Welcome back to the Voices of Reason show. I'm your host, Kilo Slim, and today we have a very important person in the building. I'm going to pass it over to her so she can introduce herself. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, I'm Makayla. I'm representing the Omaha Women's Day March. I'm very excited to be here. I'm on the Communications Committee, and we just wanted to be here to promote our event and show awareness for what we represent as well.
Definitely. So how long has the Women's March been going? Because it's like a nationwide thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's been, as far as I know, this would be the second year we're having it. Obviously, with Trump's election, that's what triggered the National Women's Day March. And usually it's held in January, I believe the 20th. However, we decided to dissociate ourselves from the National March and that date due to controversy surrounding anti-Semitism and racism as far as the leadership in the National March. So our committee, our co-chair leader, Amor Mills, and us, we talked about disassociating ourselves from that kind of stigma. And so we decided to go with March 10th, which is the weekend that the International Women's Day is on, which would be that Friday, March 8th. So we hope that by having it on a Sunday, not only is it bringing awareness to, it's International Women's Day, and it's a Sunday, so hopefully more people will come, and knock on wood, hopefully the weather will be a little more cooperating.
Definitely.
Since it's finally March. But yeah, and we're trying to promote inclusivity.
Okay.
And I think that obviously differs from the National March, since they had, those kind of comments. And so we're kind of going 180. We're really inclusive, focused. We're trying to bring awareness to all women, whether that be, different races, ethnicities, transgender, sexualities, and not just that, the identities that intersect. Right. So that's really important for us right now.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Because I know last year was pretty successful, right?
Yeah, it was very successful.
It was huge.
Yeah, it was very huge. I mean, if you look at the pictures, which is on our Facebook page at Omaha Women's Day March, you can look that up. You can see it was full, it was packed downtown. And so we're hoping to get, obviously, that turnout or even more would be great. And so, yeah, we're really excited to see what's going to happen this Sunday.
That's great. That's beautiful. I love it. So you said it's been going on for 2 years, and you're separate from the national.
Yes.
So what's the goal for the local agenda? Is it just that day, or is there like a year-long program? Yeah,
definitely. Right now we're obviously focused on that day, getting other local businesses or, like you guys, Voice of Reason, involved to spread the awareness and to also cultivate within our community that awareness, that there are so many kinds of women and we need to uplift, protect, and support them. So beyond the march, however, we are obviously still looking to find ways to engage with the community and support women in just different areas of their lives if we can.
Right. And this is like an independent group?
Yeah, we're independent. We're not affiliated with any nonprofit, any school, anything like that. We ourselves reach out to, whoever we would like to support us or, stuff like that.
Okay, that's wonderful. So do you work with organizing the march? Do you have a role in that, or do you just?
Yeah, I'm on the Communications Committee. So basically, like I said before, we have our chair, Amor Mills, which she's done an excellent job in bringing everyone together and really getting this going. But then we're broken up into different committees, obviously for the purpose of having the best march possible. We have, like myself, on the Communications Committee, trying to get the word out. And by the way, I just want to make a plug. Make sure to go to our website, omahawomensdaymarch.com. So I'm on the Communications Committee. There's also a committee for logistics and volunteers if anyone's interested, for fundraising if anyone would like to help out as well. So it's broken down into different sectors, kind of like an organization, to be honest, just to get everything as smooth possible as we can.
Yeah, it definitely helps. Like a team, everybody doing something.
Yeah.
It helps out. So what's your favorite part? Because you participate in the marches. What's your favorite part about it?
My favorite part is just being there in the moment with so many people, so many different women, and everyone's there for the common purpose of just genuinely supporting each other and letting each other know that we're here to listen. We have the same concerns. We're in the same boat, whether it's, I don't know, it could be lifestyle, financial struggles, poverty, domestic violence, immigration, so many different issues that affect women, and I think right now communities as a whole, and to know that everyone got together just to march to show that we're united, that we believe in each other, and that we can build something greater together.
Right. That's a beautiful thing. I stopped by I didn't do the whole march last year, but I just stopped and I seen like you had speakers and stuff like that. Is there anything you could let us know about this year's speakers? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. We will be having speakers again, and so that's kind of how that's going to start. We're going to gather by the City Hall. And actually, to your point, I don't know why you didn't do the whole march, but if anyone doesn't want to do the whole march because it's too long, it's now going to only be a mile. So it's going to be very accessible for people to participate the whole way if that's what they're looking for.
Right.
But like I said, we'll start with speakers, and then we're going to have an opening prayer that's going to be led by Native elders, and they will also lead the march. And we'll just kind of go around, and we'll end at the Federal Reserve. So we want it to be, keeping in mind also people with visible and invisible disabilities. We want it to be an accessible march in those terms, and we want it to be very meaningful. So that's why we're also wearing red that day to promote awareness of missing Indigenous women, and that's very important to us. And having the Native elders lead us, recognizing that this is Indigenous land and they're marginalized and they're very important to our community. And then obviously this is about women, but then at the end we will also have kind of another mini protest and vendors at the library, kind of further solidifying what we're about, and it's just about the people.
Right. So for someone who doesn't know anything about what you do, what would you want them to know?
I would want them to know, like I said before, we're about inclusivity. We want to empower, uplift, and protect our fellow sisters. And again, sisters of all kinds, transgender, all races, all sexualities, every intersection there can possibly be. We really want to cover our bases. So if there's anything you can get out of our message about this march, is that we really want to bring everyone together. And it doesn't matter if you've never felt like you belong somewhere, we want you to feel like you belong here. We will have your back.
Definitely, because I didn't feel like excluded when I came. At first I was kind of like, I don't know if I should go.
Right.
But then I said, why not?
Why not?
And I support.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's important to have all sorts of allies, whether it be, obviously other women allies, but, male allies and allies in corporations, provided that they follow our message and stuff like that. But anyone is welcomed, especially if men, you're more than welcome. If you are true allies to us, we want you there.
Definitely. And I feel like that should go without saying. In a way, like men should be supporting. Yeah. Because everything that you're talking about is affects our society. And it's, I don't feel like women should have to stand alone unless they want to, Right. But we should be there like, hey, got you.
We're all puzzle pieces of the United States, so definitely.
Right, definitely. So you said something about volunteers. How would a person get involved if they wanted to help throughout the year?
Yeah, absolutely. The easiest way would probably go to our Facebook page at Omaha Women's March and simply message us. We have someone running volunteers, but anyone is really accessible there that has access to that. So we'll be able to answer as far as if you want to volunteer now, you can definitely still volunteer for the march. Or if you're looking to volunteer and help out throughout the year, you can also let us know as well. I believe there might be some information on our website as well, so that's another avenue to go to.
Okay, perfect. So then if you want to start with the march, if you want to participate, where would you meet? Is there a meeting point, or is it something that you have to register, or you just show up at a certain place?
If you're looking to volunteer for the march, please let us know beforehand, just
as soon as possible.
Yeah, so we have people set up, and you know exactly what you're going to do that day and so forth. But otherwise, the day of the march, it starts at the City Hall, so you would just show up there.
Just show up and participate. Yep. That's a beautiful thing. So could you want to let people know where they can reach you or reach the organization?
Yeah, again, like I said, the easiest is at our Facebook page, the Omaha Women's Day March, and we also have our website, omahawomensdaymarch.com. It's the easiest way. We have contact information on our website. There's also a link to donate. And so you can do that. It's tax deductible, so it works out perfect.
Right.
It also we have several events listed on both. I believe, especially on our Facebook page, we have, for example, right now there's an artist market going on in Council Bluffs. So we contacted local artists and vendors that wanted to put their work out there in our support. Obviously, a small proceedings will go towards us for the march. Tonight we also have a wine and paint revival night, so that'll be really fun.
That's always fun, yeah.
Yeah, and there'll be a raffle ticket competition as well. Again, that's all on our Facebook page. So it's really important to honestly, our Facebook page and Instagram as well. It's where we put out all the information, links to donations, to volunteer for events, how to stay engaged. So that's our #1 headquarter.
Right, that's beautiful. I want to thank you for coming out today.
Yeah.
The show comes on Monday, but people don't always realize that you're here Saturday morning. So I really appreciate you taking the time out to come and share this information with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me and on behalf of the Omaha Women's Day March.
Oh yeah, definitely. And if y'all want to come back anytime, you're always welcome.
Okay, we'll take you up on that.
Oh yeah, definitely. So I wish you nothing but success with the march. I know it's going to be big. I know last year it was Ashley Spivey did the keynote, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she's like my favorite. So
we're gonna have a lot of good speakers, so definitely come.
Definitely. Well, with that, I'm gonna say, make sure you reach out and do whatever you can to help if it's in your heart to help. We always need more people to get involved. Peace. Welcome back to the Voices of Reason show. I'm your host, Skilo Slim, and today we have a very special guest in the building, and I'm so honored that she came to join us. I'm gonna throw it over to her so she can introduce herself and she can get a little more comfortable. Hey, how you doing?
Good. Makayla, Townsell.
Okay. What do you do? I like you. I wanted you to come so you could talk about your book a little bit.
Right.
So I'm gonna just jump right in because I see you. I got you. Don't worry about nothing. So when did you decide that you wanted to write a book?
So I think about 2011, I decided I want to write a book.
Okay. What's the name of your book?
It's named Mama, Do You Hear My Cry?
Okay. And that's like a powerful title right there. So what made you want, what was the process like? Because you go from you want to do something and then to actually get a finished project, it's like a lot.
Right. So it was a long process. I guess the beginning was I just went to another person's book release party, and after reading their book, it inspired me to write a book about my life. It's a long process, I guess, just the paper and a pen.
Right.
And I don't know, it took me a couple years. The book didn't come out till 2015. Like I said, I started in 2011, so.
Right. That's dope that you put it. So did you always want to write, or was it just what inspired that?
I won't say I always wanted to write necessarily, but I always felt like I had a story to share or tell. At one point in time, I thought I wanted to do public speaking, but yeah, that really wasn't me. So I've always expressed my feelings through writing, so I guess it was kind of natural in a way.
So you was prepping the whole time, you didn't even really know.
Right.
Right. So you said from 2011 to 2015 until the book actually came out. So what was that process like? You just were rewriting, or what?
I guess just writing, rewriting. A couple times I gave up, second guessed myself, oh, don't nobody want to hear this story, So it was months at a time that I just didn't even work on it. So but finally I just finished it at the end of 2014 and got it published.
Right. You published it yourself, or
I did self-publishing under my own publishing company, G Battles Publishing, which I named after my late grandfather.
That's dope. Congratulations for that. That's a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
So when you say you were gonna give up, right? What triggered you to finish? Because sometimes it's easier to give up. I'm sure you had a whole other, another life that you had going on.
Right. I don't know what triggered me to finish. I don't know. Just writing the book to me was kind of like therapy, and then I don't know. I just felt like that my story should be shared. A lot of times, people that went through similar things that I did, they just keep quiet. They don't share their story. So I just thought I'd step up and be brave and go ahead and do it.
Yeah. I'm glad you did too, because you're absolutely right. We need to identify ourselves, you know what I mean? I need to see somebody that's been through my same type of story.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to see that, it like give you hope. Like, okay, I'm not the only one. You know what I mean? Like that's why I used to love rap music growing up. Cause I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? You hear the stories and it'd be like, my pops is gone, like life is hard, I'm in the hood, and like I used to feel like, man, why am I cursed?
Right.
You know what I mean? Then I'm listening to the music and I'm like, it's everybody. Like I ain't alone. You know what I'm saying? So I commend you for actually finishing. So once you published, right? What was the next step after that? Like what happened after that?
Nothing really, just self-promoting, just making a Facebook page, Instagram, all that, just self-promoting. I did one book release party. I really haven't did a lot.
Right.
I don't know. And so I don't know.
That's why I wanted you to come, because everybody told me like that you should be on the show. You know what I'm saying? That your book is real powerful. I haven't had the chance to read it. I'm not going front, like, you know. But everybody that I had talked to, they have read it, and they was like that you should come up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a very inspirational story. So, you know, I had to invite you.
Well, thank you.
Definitely. That's what we do. That's what we all about. You know, it's the people that's like yourself. That's like, you had a goal, you had an idea, and you just did it. Like you said, you started a publishing company. Right. Like what was that? What was that process like? Was that hard, or was that?
Not really. It's not as hard as it sounds. But I did get some help. I hired a marketing company here to help me with the process. So.
Yeah, because you had billboards and all that stuff.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I did. I saw one. I was like, oh, that's dope right there.
Yeah,
that's dope. So what would you want people to take from your book? What would you want people to?
I'm hoping that the book actually will be maybe a conversation starter to help start healing families. You know, different young girls that went through the same things that I went through, that was part of the system, went through abuse, neglect, things of that nature. I just hope it'll be a conversation starter within the household, families, and, you know, just start the healing process. Because like I said before, a lot of times we hold all that in. Right. It's like family business is family business. We sweep everything under the rug, but if we do that, we never heal. And it's just a cycle, a continued cycle of, you know, abuse, neglect, or whatever is going on. So that's what I really hope to get the most out of the book. Like, right. You know, like it was therapy for me, and I hope it'll be therapy for other young women.
Right, right. That's definitely a big thing. You're right about that, because if you don't deal with the stuff from your like childhood and like just all the trauma we've been through, right? Like it's real easy to just like, and I don't know what it is, but like we as black people, like that's kind of like our thing. Like no matter what you've been through, it's like you expected to still move forward, like go to work, do whatever. Like you said, don't tell your business, don't tell nobody. So then it's like we all end up walking around hurt, you know. And then, so that's why I gotta also commend you, because it takes a lot of courage to speak your truth, you know, in such a public way. It's just true, you know. So what's the next step? Well, like, are you done? Like you just made the book and that's it, or are you gonna?
Well, actually, no, I'm not done. Actually, I'm in the process of editing the part 2. It's just called "Mama, Do You Hear My Cry?" The next chapter. So it's actually almost done editing, and it'll be published sometime this year.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to come back.
Yep. Can't wait.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come back and, you know, get it out there, you know, because I mean, a lot of people, you know, they need to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you live here, you're from Omaha.
Right.
You know, like everybody should know and should have, you know, like I feel kind of bad right now that I don't have a copy right now, you know. But where could we get it from? There you go. That's what I was wondering.
So you can get it from Amazon, of course. It's available paperback and Kindle. You also can get it from the African American bookstore on 33rd and Lake here in Omaha.
That's my second home. Yeah.
Yep. And then it's available at Barnes and Nobles and Bookworm as well. So, and you know, you can contact me, and it's available through me as well. So. Right on,
right on. So what's the main thing? What's the topic of the book? I skipped over that for people who don't know. Like.
Okay. So just to kind of sum it up, it's like I want to call it a raw and gritty urban novel. It's just, like I said, it talks about how families, like, you know, repeated cycles continue. If you don't stop one thing in one generation, it continues to the next. It talks about drug abuse, sexual abuse, numerous things. I mean, it's just talks about, I don't know, just everything. It's just real and grimy.
Right.
And, just real life situations. So it's like really based in like the 80s and the 90s when the crack epidemic was large.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
kind of shows some of the effects that had on different families and mainly mine.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. So, okay, what was I gonna say? I'm sorry, I forgot. Don't be laughing at me, man. I hear y'all back there. Okay, so were you formally trained in any like, cause you kind of sound like a psychologist type of person, like you know a lot about all of these different traumas and all that. Like, were you trained or did you just?
No, I wasn't trained in anything. I guess I was trained through experience, if that's what
Right.
you want to call training, but no schooling or anything, just life experience.
Right, so you just went through everything and it just came
Right.
to this point. Cause like I don't even like all that stuff, like everything that you said, like I don't even know all of those terms. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still learning
what
them now.
terms?
Like you was like just all the different kind of trauma stuff, all of that. It's like you just picked all of that up through. Like it's not something that you do.
Nope.
No, that's dope.
Not at all.
That's dope. You smart.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful thing. So then you said part 2 is coming out in this year, right?
Yes, this year.
Okay. Is it hard to write such personal stuff?
I mean, yeah, it is hard because sometimes you don't really know if you are 100% comfortable with sharing everything. So
Right, that's what I
even
would
in this book, in my first book, I mean, I share a lot, but I do hold back a lot. So like I said, it is hard. And then you second guess yourself, like, I don't know, do anybody want to hear this? Nobody want to hear this, so
Right.
yeah.
See, that's what I would think. That would be the hard part for me is like I'm kind of personal, so I don't be wanting people to know. And like you said, really, it's not even that. I don't even care about people knowing. I don't want them to judge me and to look at me different. You know what I'm saying? That's why I commend people who write their life story.
Right.
Because like you said, it's like a lot of things you got to look at. Like not only dealing with everything that happened, but then like how is people going to receive it? You know what I mean? And you fought past that, and now you come into your second one. So you do like release parties and all of that when you put it out?
Like I said, I did one before, and I plan on doing another one. So.
Yeah, you gotta let us know so we can come through and support, and hopefully you'll come back up, you know, and come and talk about the second book. Because I mean, to me, like that's one of my favorite things is reading. You know, like I always grew up reading a lot. It's like take you to another place. Like I like stories, you know.
Right.
So that's why I wanted to. That's the other reason I wanted to bring you up here. Like come up here, promote the book a little, get it. Like people, hopefully all 7 people who watch our show, you know what I'm saying, come and pick it up, you know what I'm saying, and get that experience with you so that, you know, because that's important for us to know each other and to know that it's okay to be hurt and to move forward, you know.
Right.
So how can people get in touch with you if they wanted to get a copy? Like just
Via Facebook business page.
Okay.
That'll be a good way, or Instagram.
What's the name of the business page?
Just Makayla Townsell. Well, Makayla Townsell on Facebook, and on Instagram it's G Battles Publishing.
Okay. So get it direct from you or go up to the Afro-American bookstore?
Well, it's always best to get it direct from me, but
Right,
you
no
also,
doubt.
and then secondly, I'd rather you support the African American bookstore.
No doubt.
And then if you can go to Amazon too.
Yeah, like that's like the last result though, you know what I'm saying? Amazon don't pay no bills here, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I like the direct to consumer thing. Like I feel like I got it from you. It's just different. I don't know what it is. You know?
Right.
I go to the bookstore all the time. I go to the Afro-American bookstore all the time just because I've been going there since I was little. So it's like, but it's always better. If I could get it straight from the author, I always would. Just because I don't know, it feel like you support it more, you know. So like I like to cut out the middleman. Oops. My bad. I like to cut out the middleman. You know. There we go. Don't worry. That's how we do it around here. You know? That's what we do, ain't that right? You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I told you only 7 people watch the show anyway, so it don't matter. So okay, so is there anything else that you would want to say or that you want people to know, like of why they should go get the book?
They should go get the book to support a young Black author, of
No
course.
doubt.
Why not?
No doubt.
I mean, and then like I said, it might help heal somebody. I mean, if you don't want to read it, get it for somebody else to share it with them. Maybe help them heal. So
Right on, right on. That's a good enough reason for me. I like that, you know. We gotta support each other, you know what I'm saying, and all the stuff that we do. That's definitely 100%. So, I don't know, I want to say to you, thank you, and I commend you of, you know, going this route of coming and putting it out yourself, and being honest with your story. That's like a very beautiful thing, you know. And we proud of what you did. And we wish you nothing but success.
Well, thank you.
You know,
I appreciate
certainly.
y'all having me here today.
Yeah, definitely. And now you're always welcome to come back. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I'm gonna go and grab your book and I'm gonna read it and all of that, and then so then I'll be ready for part 2.
All right.
You know
Sounds
what I'm saying? Good. Yeah, definitely. So I want to thank you for taking the time out on your Saturday morning.
Right.
Come up here and build with us. I appreciate you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm gonna say, go hit her up, get the book. Don't forget to get your copy. You know what I'm saying? Get one for a friend. And yeah, with that, I'm gonna say peace, and we'll see y'all next time.